Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Hi guys, I'm back again. And I should be able to get my mount tonight. Good evening to whomever has joined me. Hi, howdy, how you doing? Tonight it took 40 seconds after I initiated stream for YouTube to wake up and acknowledge that I was streaming. Basically, when I push the stream button, most of the time it takes Twitch a couple of seconds. And then I wait while waiting for YouTube to get back to me. And that takes usually 20 to 40 seconds. Sometimes it's almost as fast. Can't remember where I left it last night. I didn't play any more last night, nor today. There we are. Everything is put away. Good, good, good. Locate the ancient Soul Warden Temple to begin your trial. Well, that's the storyline thingy. Up there we've got, that's the Amrine expedition. Evidently, I have the Void Gauntlet. Yeah. Yes, I'll take that. Thank you. So that's the Amrine expedition, and that is a turn-in. Do I have that fast travel? I do not. That is that, and that is that. How about we head back to there? So I gotta kind of make it look the same. There we go. As I teleporty. I have another quest. Oh, enter the arena? No, thank you. Not interested, sir. Sir. But if I don't accept the quest, it's going to stay on my map. It's not the place? No, that's not the place. It's that guy. How do I participate? I will accept the quest. And then immediately stop tracking the quest. We do not want that one pinned. That's not a clue. I have any interest in that. Is a follow. Posterol has followed. Thank you. You get my one and only spiel. That's not true anymore. I have a couple other spiels. Anyway, welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follows. Follow. Singular. And we've got a quest to grab over here. I overheard. Oh, this is the musical.
I should have. If only
I'm going to learn how to play music.
I have a guitar in my possession, but there may be a more fitting instrument for my work. The town's
Let's see. 3. Oh, I have to borrow his guitar.
So kind as to procure a handful
I have borrowed his guitar. Asked to borrow an instrument from Magistrate Clark. Yeah, an instrument I can borrow?
Now, that is a most curious request.
Well, I have a lot of curious requests.
An artisan, perhaps. It so happens that
And then I'll play a little music.
Have you come to report a crime?
I'd like
It
to
is
borrow
quite
your
heavy.
upright
I would hate
base.
for you to hurt yourself. But I suppose the moon and
An upright
planets
bass,
are
of course, would be a
aligned in way
fish.
that suggests
Entirely different thing.
better luck.
Search the tavern for the instrument. Do I have to? I have an instrument. I have several instruments, in point of fact. I'm totally just going to borrow this. Oh, Lieutenant.
Slide on over. Ah, that's the spirit. Northwest's a fort filled with unbelievable wonders.
Don't think that's
Need
what I'm
odd
looking
things
for.
to get inside. Magic.
It's not what I'm looking for, but hey,
From
it's a
the
ring.
soul is lost. A ring from a knight. Grab that lot from Lugdenham Fields and meet me there.
Ah. He didn't give it to me. He gave me a quest. Got it. We have a mandolin. Is that everything? Return to Atticus Delphi. I will play the mandolin. Look, Ma, no hands. I actually played that with my feet. This one I'm playing with my intestines. And this one, well, I think you can probably think what I'm using. You can figure out what I'm using to play that, so I just won't say anything. The flute? Obviously, I am something of a natural musician. A prodigy. No lessons.
There it is. The flute produces the most whimsical sound. I can very astute. I would like you to play the part of a traveling bard.
That's it.
Find individuals of influence throughout the town and play my melody.
I
for them.
have an Azov
Ensure
flute
that you
and
mention my
my
pen
new
name,
home, Azov flute sheet
Composer
music.
Marseilles.
Let's learn it. We learned it. Let's see. Slay the Lost for their ears. That's kind of dark. Oh, is that the green guy I got the quest from? Yeah, I'm not thinking that I'm actually going to be doing quests for that guy, so we will unpin that. Talk to Dina. Practice the winds of autumn. I normally like to go to a place where I won't disturb anyone with my music. Let's see. How does one start to play music again? I don't recall. Side stories, it should be. Practice Winds of Autumn. Don't remember. Settings. Keyboard and mouse. Let's see. Music. User interface. Play music. Got to be something here that says music. Music. Wheel menus. Activity wheel. Pinging. I'm not interested in. Fishing music. Performance mode. F6, I think that was. It was a 5 or a 6. Maybe it was a 5. Need an instrument equipped to perform. I guess I didn't equip it. Where is it sitting? There it is. There we go. Song selection is just the playable ones, thank you. I think it was Winds of Autumn. remember now. Basically, it's Guitar Hero. Renaissance version. Here we go. Better than I expected. My music is up to level 3 with just one tune. I will end now and collect any tips that I'm going to get, which will be presumably 0. Still, only missed, what, like 2 notes, something like that.
If you want to embellish a little, perhaps you could also mention how prolific my work is.
Is that
I
not
have
good
more
enough?
compositions, of course, but none have seen the light of day as of yet.
Uh-huh. Reputation is everything I need to approach the magistrate. Hello, magistrate.
Ah, I see you have my flute. Do you mean to awe me with a song?
Evidently I do.
Always make time for pleasant
Play
music.
for the magistrate.
Oh, it gives me great joy. Do proceed.
The much easier version is to just hit one button rather than have to hit a bunch of buttons at the right time. How was that?
Oh,
A composer by the name of
my.
Marseilles.
I will remember that name.
Excellent. I'm sure he'll be thrilled.
Appreciation for
Am
this
I supposed
work
to talk to
you
him
do
about it?
daily.
Approach the guard captain.
Must share it with Captain Dubois.
Gotta play for him too. Evidently I need to premiere this music for everybody in town individually. That wasn't who I was supposed to talk to. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to. Sorry. I don't know, man. It's not very metal, you know. Need a little bit of the screeching guitars kind of deal, wailing. Where'd you come by this song? I learned it from a composer named Marseilles.
Oh, they must be prolific indeed.
They
if
must
their
be
work can
indeed.
stand out so in a city like ours.
With you and your
Constable
really not very impressive French accent.
Light in introducing rising talent to
Oh,
the center.
rising.
Was that the lilting of a flute I heard?
It was.
Yes, I do have a sharp ear.
Well, here.
Your work is of such
Let me play for
quality. I know several individuals.
You keep talking while I'm
who'd be
playing, it's
delighted
fine.
to learn your name. Play for me? Yes.
Marseilles
Yes.
is the composer, not me.
Ah, a bard then. How kind of you to bring this melody to us.
Sure. No problemo. Approach the barkeeper. Wow, that was a little lag spike and a half.
A bard. Good. I could
use someone to liven up the place a bit.
I'm sure you could.
Take your place by the fire.
Given the fact that there's literally no customers. Still. Doop, 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 doop.
Oh, a shame the usual crowd wasn't
I'll let
here
the
to
composer
enjoy that.
Marcius know.
But is that their
Marcius?
name?
Marcius?
I'll be sure to ask other bards if they know any of Marcius's songs.
Marcius, evidently.
I appreciate you.
If I'm to believe her. We'll go back to Marcius. And let him know the good or possibly bad news.
How did it go? Did they like it? Did they?
They loved the song.
What a relief. Even though I find great joy in... This is terrible, my friend.
Seems
Find
harsh,
that one
yeah.
never approaches a noble personage without an introduction. There are only a handful of people who can arrange one. We need to find out
Apprentice's
who they are.
guitar.
Start with their maid, Sarah. She always
already
has
know
her
that
ear to
one.
the ground.
That's of no use to me then. It has no weight, it has no monetary value that I can see. Well, we'll probably be able to. We now have a guitar as well. Let's see, the next thing is dun, dun, dun. Speak with the Ow family maid. Ow. Ow.
You got that look on your face.
Can you help me meet with your employer?
Lord Shen is particular about his company. You might be a bit too dusty to garner the right kind of
I
attention.
might be too dusty.
Luckily,
Oh my, well then,
this is
pardon
not.
me for being too dusty. Doesn't like hoi polloi around his place, I suppose. A stinky laundry. I need to run errands. I need to, oh, I'm running laundry. I need to collect a parcel. And repair the broken pocket watch at a workshop. Ticking pocket watch. What does it need repairs? If it's ticking, it works. But hey, a little engineering. Sure, why not? And collect the parcel. It's an unmarked parcel just sitting here that no one has picked up. I'm sure that's coincidental. Just a totally not a dead drop. Promise. That's right, drop it off in the back. Totally not a dead drop to dead drop. I feel completely secure in knowing that I have broken no known laws.
Do you have the items I requested?
I've taken care of your
And I
errands.
trust the parcel was delivered to the correct address.
Yes, I'm not an idiot.
Good. A courier will seek out Atticus with an invitation. He is not to be late. He must be well dressed.
I detect triumph in your demeanor. I do not know what you had to do to secure this opportunity for me, but Sarah winked at me as I walked past. She knows something, and she seems very smug about it. I confess,
I have an upright
I'm having
bass.
difficulty containing my eagerness.
And a mandolin. Honey and Biscuits mandolin music. And dear Mr. Harrison, upright bass. I keep wanting to say bass. Spoiler, it's not actually bass. It's not a fish. Alright. Over there, we've got a circle of stars to investigate that. Right now, we've got no good deed. Recover corn from a withered. Yep. that's what I'm going to do right now. We're getting close to level 24, and then at 25, we get our mount. Yay! There was much rejoicing. Interesting. I didn't realize you could decorate the outside of the house itself like that. Interesting. Cool. Somebody killed a turkey. Just leaving it laying here. A little judicious use of roadkill. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it's fine. Recovering corn from the withered. Is that like corns? Is this from their feet? Or maybe they mean the plant. I'm hoping for the plant. Hi. A little red meat and some rawhide. And this is where we need to be. Grab this. We will nuke the fallow scavenger down. Overripe corn. I do not quite have enough for that. That requires 50, and I'm at just a small amount under 50, sadly. More supplies. I would like to thank him for waiting until I was done before charging in. More stuff to gather. Follow the wolf tracks to find Riker. Riker! Oop. Heard something go. I guess that's just the water. Okay, so we don't have to clicky. We just have to reach the point. Ah, there we are. Shouldn't have jumped in front of me if it didn't want to be lamb chops. Technically, it's red meat, not lamb. In the game. And even if it wasn't in the game, it wouldn't be lamb, it would be mutton, because that's a pretty big sheep. Somebody has recently grabbed all of the iron that was here. Another wolf. Why are there all these wolves around the place? Did I actually miss that every time previous? I'm sure a lot of stores already have Christmas stuff in them. Willing? As much as we might not like it. Spoiler. I don't like it. Nope. Not for years. Has any kid mistaken me for Santa? Just that one time years ago. Okay, we got that. Talk to him where? Back in town. Well, we have another thing here. A quest we can get. Where's the quest giver? Up above? Up above. Base class? I don't know. I haven't decided. I was planning on occultist, but I may have changed my mind and may go with, what is it, mystic? As I'm really enjoying the Void Gauntlet a lot. Ding 24. But Major Ranger, well, yeah, that was my initially was going to be. I think it's occultist. Is the staff, the fire staff, and ice gauntlet. Although Musketeer was also tempting. We already got that. Just everything from here. Yes, we've got something we need to do to the south. Let's avoid that. Yeah, it's tempting to let the those decisions guide, to some degree at least, what you're going to do, for sure. Just me. So the short answer is, yeah, I haven't made up my mind. Armoring is important. One of the advantages to going with occultist, I think it is, which is the fire staff and ice gauntlet, is they get mining at 50, which gets you a head start for the silver and gold. And even if you're not going to do jewel crafting, being able to sell those early would be a significant benefit. Oh. Don't need to be here yet. Carrots? Yeah, carrots. Oh, did I piss him off? I did. You mean engineer? You said tinker. I think engineering does the tools. I think. Because I made myself good tools pretty early on in this character. Yeah, there basically I think you have to decide if you want something that is going to be very useful for you or something that you can sell, either the things you make or the things you gather. Those are kind of the two decisions that should drive your choice if you're going to do it based primarily on the crafting stuff, which I think for at least a lot of the people who've played in the past, that is going to be the case. A lot of us old PC players will probably be making the decision based on whether we want to make things for ourselves or make things for others. Sell things for others. And here we are searching for another device. That's what I thought. Okay, the range on that. Oh, don't. Just come back. Just come back. I'm right here, dude. Don't run away. There you go. Let's try that again. Two ancient devices. Oh, we've got a box of goodies. I just can't say no to a box of goodies. Next, all the way down there, huh? Is that it? No. Venture, our house. Okay, that is there. That is there. Should be over there, I think is the closest. I do believe back in town is the correct answer. I am looking forward to the relaunch, or Renew World, or whatever we should call it. New World, Newer World, Renew World, I'm not sure. I'm just going to go right through this place. What's the worst that could happen? Well, I could load up with carrots. That would be not the worst. Carrots, historically one of the few vegetables I actually like. Seriously, as a kid, I ate none of the green vegetables. My mother, when I was an infant, oh dear me, had to cover any of the green vegetable baby food with applesauce, or I would just spit it out. And sadly, I haven't changed that much. Corn and carrots. Those are the only vegetables I ate as a kid. What do you mean I have no equip? Oh, it must be all busted up. Repair all. There we go. Didn't even realize I had done enough harvesting that I broke my tools. Lots of carrots. I was going to bust out they're good for your eyes, but they're not especially good for your eyes. I mean, they are a good source of vitamins that ensure good eye health, but in point of fact, the whole they're good for your eyes and that was propaganda the British used to try and fool the Germans into thinking the British didn't have radar in World War II. Seriously. That whole carrots give you good eyesight goes back to World War II. Ooh. Why, yes. Looks like some ripe hemp. This is one of the things that will probably sell for a good amount of money on launch. Iron and hemp, I expect, will be big sellers. And I am 90% of a level from getting my mount. Dun, dun, dun. So initially I was going to go occultist to go with the to go fire staff and ice gauntlet. I found the ice gauntlet by itself to be better in most ways. Probably not for the AE. It's probably just single target because that's mostly what I'm doing. And then I decided I also wanted to try, while I had a new character, wanted to try out the Void Gauntlet. And the combo platter of it being both ranged and a good melee option is pretty strong. Alright, who did I miss talking to? Are they in the building? They're in the building. But I still haven't made up my tiny little mind. They're not in that building. What the hell building are they in? Okay, there they are. Did I actually run past them? I'm assuming probably yes.
You're not Riker.
I'm not Riker, that's right. Riker is playing Diablo 4. You can't miss him. He's probably streaming right now.
People of this settlement need this food. You've done us a good... There's all... Well, the rich fancy their fashions.
I got 2 boxes. These will have, I expect, moats and a little bit of gold. Some moats and 14 gold. And some more moats and almost 22 gold.
Share the profits, of course.
We can get rid of this shield because we have a real manly shield now. That is medium gloves. They're actually better than what I'm wearing, and I currently can afford to use the weight, so I will swap those in and I will keep the light ones. Because sooner or later I'm going to want to swap in a medium chest piece. And I want the light gloves. Because if you're fully in light armor, you can do a roll in combat.
You don't
and
look
he
like
has
an
a Void Gauntlet, probably not as good as the one I'm using.
Egads, my notes.
That I made
And your
myself.
kit, since you are a pair, I'm glad we have
And
an
a heavy helmet?
understanding.
No, medium.
Now, we will begin further field exploration with towers
Let's see.
Perseus and Lupus. The towers are named
My
for
current
constellations
Void
associated
Gauntlet,
with
that's the Ice the
ferocity
Void, is
and
doing
martial
254. This one does
might. Be on
203.
your guard.
Let me think. This one has int and focus. This one just has a little bit more int, but no focus. That one does have a refreshing move, which reduces your cooldowns, whereas this one has empowered for 20 seconds on a kill. Yeah, this one's not as good. Salvage! Perfectly salvaged. I'm a master at salvaging things. Inadvertently. Let's see. We have everyone has a price. Ain't that the truth? Depending on what you want to buy, my price is either really cheap or really expensive.
Look at this. The embossed wax seal, the heft of the paper. Even the ink is gilt in gold. Every detail
Lord Shen's
screams
aid.
at
Congratulations.
thinking. My heart is all
He wants me
aflutter.
to do something else for him. Let's see.
Perhaps you could act as my
Speak to
associate.
Lord Shen himself. Oh, they're going to let me in the door now to speak with Lord Shen? I feel so honored. Ah, Ao Shen.
Marcius, or should I say Atticus, has told me a great deal about you. It seems I have you to thank for this auspicious meeting.
Well, you know.
I have decided to grant Atticus my esteemed patronage, but it comes with a condition.
And that might be?
I cannot employ one who has already sworn to another.
Ah.
I must come to an acceptable arrangement with Lady Sacco. It would
Lady
wound
Sacco.
her
Not
pride
related to
say
Sacco and Vanzetti. That's a really deep cut.
I suppose that is the point.
That's a historical
Ask
reference.
her to name
Not only before your time, but before my time. All right. And she is presumably in town, over here. Concetta? No, I think Concetta. Sacco.
I knew it. It was you who spread those ridiculous rumors. You filled my darling Atticus's head with flights of fancy. And now look, he seeks to exit my employ.
Lord Shen wishes to negotiate with you.
He would. He knows what it would mean for him to woo my manservant. How it would stain the family name. He does it for his own pride, not for
Hey, Vorp.
Atticus's sake.
Good evening. Welcome.
No, I will accept no offer.
Okay. Miss Hoity-Toity is both hoity and toity.
Well, what is her price? I have deep pockets after all. But I am sure she will not part with him.
She refused to part with him at all.
How amusing. She thinks herself above temptation.
Well, aren't we all?
Well,
I'm above
I can't see
temptation.
that corrected.
I can resist
I
almost
prepared an
anything
initial offer.
except temptation.
Deliver it to her if you would. And do not open it, or I shall have your head.
Okay, back to her we go. Hey. Concetta?
Are you intentionally trying to waste my time?
Yes, I'm
I told
trying
you,
to
I
waste
will
your
not
time.
part
Really,
with
the
my
accents.
dear Atticus. Nothing from Lord Shen could possibly change my mind.
He sent me with this.
Let me see it. Oh my. How grand. How generous. Perhaps he is not the fiend I thought. Oh, he has such lovely taste in parchment.
The parchment.
What a lovely texture. With great regret and sorrow, I do accept his offer.
Okay, and we head back over to him again. She really
You
admires
return.
your paper.
Well, shall I deliver the good news to Atticus?
What did you offer her?
Impertinent. But I am in a pleasant mood. I will divulge. I gave her a handsome estate in Windsward and her pick of personal attendants. A balm to her wounded pride. and I can dismiss one of my more irksome charges.
Ah, yeah. Nobles. They're the same as the rest of us. A drummer cache. I got the drums and Honey and Biscuits drum sheet music. And drums. Is that, that is all of the musical instruments I now have. Anything else in town? Fine furs for fine folk. Stellar research. Right, those are quests I already have. Right. That's the stellar research. Well, it's just outside of town. I think we should probably head that way. – 174 meters away. It's a skip and a jump. The skip is the 100 and the 70 odd is the jump. We have about half a level to go before we can go and do the quest that gives us our mount. Well, look, right there is... Oh, he's angry at me? Okay. Where the hell is it? Did he get mad at me too? Alright, enter the Tomb of the Old Warrior and defeat the Tomb Guardians. Got a little work ahead of me. It's fine. I'm gonna go ahead. Ow! Hey, you jerk! I try to have a little snack, and he just fucking hauls off. Ancient urn. That's how I made my old money. I ancient earned it. No? No. Right. Come on. Alright, we've got an ancient coffer.
I, Gilgamesh, do solemnly vow under the radiance of the sun and the luminescence of the stars, in the presence of the gods, to serve as an Amara, the blessed inheritor of the eternal fire.
Ah, majestic pants. I'm already wearing a pair. Well, that was higher tier, though. These majestic pants are tier 3. My current majestic pants are tier 2. Out here, right? No, this is the wrong way. Or maybe it's not. No, I think this is the correct way. Okay. Oh, there was another one. Sure. No, I am going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way, I think. Yes, I was going the wrong way. I'm now going the right way. Another ancient urn. That has some obsidian sandpaper, which is an odd choice for sandpaper, but yeah, I guess. Yes, this is the correct way. I am here to ascend higher into the temple, and then presumably kill somebody. Do something with something, I don't know.
I vow to be both noble and true, to heed the divine voice, and to aid my people against all hardships and foes. I also swear on my bonded soul to ease the world's pain and to fulfill my sworn obligations regardless of the price.
I swear none of those things, just to be clear. Begin the trial. More of them coming? Yes. Open the door. Let me in. Thank you. We've got, I'm assuming, a big bossy dude up there, because he looks big. Prove your resolve to Jonas by enduring a trial by combat in an ancient soul warden temple. Alright, well, here we are. That is an inert remnant. I don't assume it's going to stay inert for long. The objective started. I don't know what the objective is. It's, presumably it's him. Ow. Sword Gauntlet up to Master 7.
No conviction.
Get a box of goodies, at least one. Wire Weave and Scout's Boots of the Century. And
I give my breath to the winds, my strength to the lands, and my spirit to the firmament, that it rain down into the blessed earth and the depths of the waters to seal my
look for Jonas along the road.
And
That Jonas. Oops. Oops. No, don't rather not fight any more of you. Thanks, bye. Pardon me, excuse me. Anyone below me? Oops. All right. And Yona should be out here along the road, waiting for me. No, that's not Jonas. Hi,
Well,
Grace.
Imagine the kinds of people you run into on the
Yeah,
roads
it's just
around
amazing,
here.
Grace.
But you're looking a little haggard, if you don't mind me saying so. Had an eventful journey, have you?
Objective completed.
Thought I heard scuffling.
See an
Now that
old
you
man.
mention it, there was an old codger a few paces back.
Go after the
They've
geezer,
got a
go
proper
that way, and
city
just
that
ask
direction.
around town.
I'll be going back soon enough. But if you want to go after this geezer, go that way.
Let's
and
see, we've
just ask
got
around
concealed
town.
vault. That should be some more moats and a little bit of gold. It is. Let's see, the boots are medium footwear. Pfft, and I repeat, pfft, trash tier. And this is a medium glove, which has less item level. Slightly different armor values. One less constitution, but has empowering breaker in that it gives you a stack of empower up to 5 times, 2.4% each when your attacks are blocked. No, I don't think we can. We'll go ahead and salvage that one too. Stellar research. Oh, that would have required me to go in the way I didn't go in the temple, along this way. Although there may be another way. Oh, there's a back route. Okay, that's cool. Would you please? It's not a survival trait to be squawking like a maniac bird around a guy who's got a good ranged attack. That's poor judgment.
Something to report?
Actually, I'm looking for somebody.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, you're not helpful.
But information is power here. What you know, who you know.
I do have to say, while generally the voice work is just fine, they must have just hired local talent because a lot of the accents are really bad.
Try not to look so lost, lamb.
The
It
guard said
attracts
you
the
could help
crowd,
find
did he?
someone.
I'll have to give him a talking to.
If you're looking for someone recent,
Gossip
speak to the
is more
butler,
valuable
Atticus.
than
He knows
gold in
everyone.
this town.
Alright, where's Atticus now?
But I'll give you this.
Assuming Atticus isn't too good to talk to me now that
for
he's
someone
working for
recent. Speak to the
Mr.
butler,
Hoity-Toity.
Atticus.
No, he's still in here in the inn.
If you're looking for my proprietors, I am afraid they are not taking appointments
I'm looking for an
today.
old fisherman named
Unless
Jonas.
can't say that name sparks any torches.
That's guard Captain
Perhaps
Dubois.
he was just passing through. If that's the case, I...
Guard Captain Dubois. Guard Captain Dubois?
If you've come to grease my palms about the permit, demand my aid in a petty squabble, or accuse me of some insane
I'm just looking
crimes,
for an old
then
fisherman.
Move along.
Ah,
I'm
Jonas.
afraid I am very
He lives
busy
outside the
today.
walls in a cabin in the east. Be careful if you're headed that way, or at least don't say I didn't. Right, I've got something else here. Oh, he has another quest.
Ah, the old man Jonas. Hold a moment.
I'll be careful.
Well,
Allegiance.
towns are always looking for able-bodied boys.
Factions.
Covenant,
Ah,
marauders,
this is
and
the pointer to the
syndicate
faction
are the
missions.
heavy hitters these days. Always vying for influence.
Okay, that's not Jonas. That is Jonas. And we also have a turn in there for fishing basics. Alright, well, Jonas, I guess. Do we have the fast travel there? We do not have the fast travel there. So we will have to settle for slow travel. Hoofing it. Running. miss being able to glide. Well, we're not going to fish right now. So I won't aim myself for the shortest path to the fishing. I'll aim myself for the shortest path to Jonas. But because I'm me, I can't not take advantage of a quick harvest. 11 life motes. Life bloom, some XP, you know. Oh, it's a rabbit. It's a scared rabbit. Right now, it's telling all its friends that it witnessed a giant go running by, and he was thanking its rabbit gods that the giant didn't kill it, and skin it, and later on cook it and eat it. I'm the giant in that story. Another bunny, I think. Yep. You see the little blue sort of smoky image, something, that's a spawn in. And a lot of the times it's going to be one of the little critters like a turkey or a rabbit. But sometimes it's something more substantial. It's the way they keep the computers from melting into slag, is to not track all creatures all the time, and then to spawn them when anyone gets within a certain range of them. There's another one, and it is another rabbit. Mostly it's just little critters, but occasionally you'll also see that as respawns for the larger creatures in game. It's Jonas. Fisherman's hovel. Hey, that's judgmental. I wouldn't describe it as a hovel. Exactly. Okay, it's kind of a shithole. I mean, you know, if he took some, you know, mud and wattle to, say, patch the holes in the walls, that would help things. Having a big open window right over your bed doesn't seem like good planning. So while I don't approve of using the word hovel because it seems really judgmental, it is kind of a hovel.
I would ask you to walk softly, but the fish are already wise to me. Travel on, stranger.
Yeah. That's level 25. At which
Continue
point
your
I'll
journey,
be
traveler.
running off to get my mount.
The fish have grown clever here. But
You abandoned me at the ruins, so you were a soul warden.
A soul warden? No, that could not be. It is such a pretentious sounding name.
Medium
the
footwear.
soul wardens are
The
all
magnificent
lost,
light
corrupted,
stuff I made for myself has
There
only
is a
slightly less armor
Go get
and
your answers
way
there,
better
for
stats.
I
So once
have
again,
none left.
although these do give you a chance to catch better fish, so it's worth holding on to for later. I can bank these, and then if I choose to do fishing for an hour or two, get out all of my fishing gear, improve my odds, get better loot. I believe. Interesting. It hasn't popped up. The mount getting quest. Huh. Not sure why. With my intelligence, I am getting so smirt, guys. We have another point in the void gauntlet. Let's see, when I'll be getting that. Game Fortify on start, increasing armor by 20%. Yes. Oh, we already grabbed that. Harvest Essence Health Drain is reduced by 35%. Let's see, we already grabbed that. 10% crit chance while you're above 50% health. 10% damage while below 50% mana. 10% crit chance while all abilities are on cooldown. Again, I don't know if that's all abilities on the weapon or on both weapons. Cooldown reduction on abilities on critical hit. That by itself is pretty good. Alright. Up, up, up. Season 5, we have reached Tier 1. Season's welcome gift. Took me this long? Maybe you don't start leveling up until you... Oh, I don't think you start getting points for your progression for the season until you've cracked level 25, which I just did. So that's why I got 1. And the activity card is a way to increase the stuff you get. What it is, you do these activities and you get a stamp. In this case, I have the Trifoil Leaf stamp for 10 kills with the Void Gauntlet and the 10 kills of the Lost, the Crossed Swords stamp. What you want to do is you want to get 4 in a row, as that will give you additional XP. And every stamp gets you 50 seasoned XP. Filling in a line gets you 250. Completing the whole card earns you an additional 150. And you can earn up to 3,450 per card, and that will advance you on the reward track. At 60 or 65, you open up the journal, which is more XP to the past. That makes sense, because you're not going to be doing the whole leveling thing beyond that. And here's the list of all the things, and those change. You can re-roll them, so I don't know if the re-roll has any expense to it. For instance, right now, I'm already halfway to catching 150 pounds of fish, and I've caught 3 fish. One of them was like 73 pounds. Earn Azoth Salt, salvage tier 5 items. Catch a rare fish. I think that was the really big sturgeon I caught. I should have gotten the welcome gift. That should be waiting for me. I have 2 points in Everfall. For me, always initially the standing, until you get at least 3 in the standing, and then always storage. Because I collect everything at 60. Yeah, okay. I did not get the box of goodies. Let's see if I can figure out why. Yeah, the next batch will be the season's food. I don't want to buy premium. We're in the free. I should be able to... Does it actually come as a box, or did it go into... Yeah, premium food chest. I should get it. I don't know where I collect it. I may have to log out and back in. It's not that big a deal. Horsey. The Horsey awaits. Might have already collected on another character. That's possible. Is that on a per server basis or per account basis? Do you know?
I've gone and spoiled everything.
Who's laughing at you? Everyone is laughing at you. You're right. You're absolutely right. They're laughing their asses off.
They sent me to get something of equal value, or to never return again. There might be valuable relics in Arcturus, but I'm scared to death of the Buccaneers.
Right, we're there. We have fast travel there? No. So, what we would like to do then is get that fast travel point, because it is per coast, right? So per server cluster, that's what I meant. In which case, yeah, it is possible that I have already got it. Thank you. I believe they have said we'll also be getting another character slot per server cluster. So for an inveterate alt whore such as myself, that's good news. I will probably be playing on the East Coast with some friends. We do have a start time, by the way. I believe it was 6 a.m. Pacific time. So 9 a.m. Eastern, I think. So we will run to the end of this road where there is a fast travel point. We'll grab that and then we'll head northwest. That looks like iron to me. Right here on the side of the road. Nobody whacking it like I'm whacking it right now. The iron, of course. Any other whacking it would not be occurring on stream, as far as you know. $45 mining. That lets me get gold, and oil can now be tracked. Yeah, I don't think I've gotten any oil at all in this character yet. I have seen some gold that I couldn't mine because I was at like 43 instead of the 45 you have to be at. That was disappointing. And that'll be one of the advantages if you go with, I think, occultist starts with mining, is the ability to get gold right from the start. And jewel crafting is also at 50, so you'll be able to, if you can find gold, you'll be able to make gold gems pretty quick. Or I mean gold jewelry, and possibly sell that for a chunk of change. There we go, it's unlocked, and now we need to head in the direction we are facing, pretty much. Oops, Earthspine, sure, not proud, I'll take this, it's right here next to me. That looks like an unhappy area with nasty spiky bits. Not a fan of the nasty spiky bits. We will avoid those. How high level are the critters? 24, so I mean I could handle them theoretically. Oop, more iron. It's almost pathological. Games like this, one of the things I find fun about the core gameplay loop is transiting through the world and just doing stuff. It's the same thing I get out of Guild Wars 2. But I do understand why for some people it would be frustrating instead of rewarding. I was chatting before stream with a couple of friends of mine in their Discord. Oh. And one of them said that he saw that I was launching the game in Steam. He's like, oh, that's not going to end well. So there are a lot of people who just never really understood the attraction of this game. And I understand why. I've been saying for a long time that the core gameplay loop will be satisfying to a fair number of people, but a lot of people will not be able to understand how anyone could enjoy it. The Storm Chasers are earning their money right now? Yeah, well, as long as it doesn't kill them, sure. No, I hope it doesn't kill anyone. Let me be clear about that. But that's another fast travel point. I might as well grab that one too. It's mostly on the way. Whoops, cranberries? No, no, just autumnal bushes. It's a pretty game. Gotta say that. Now, I believe they're planning on using the same game engine in their Lord of the Rings game, so I have no idea. We have no information on it. But I will say, if they're using this engine, with these results, the Lord of the Rings game should look fucking spectacular. Whether it will be spectacular... Another fast travel point, and we're pretty close to where we're going. Not the right way. Gobble. Gobble. Come on, gobble. There you go. That was the magnifying lens. Certified. Turkey gobble. I'm so glad to see a game implement something I always wished all games had, which was faster movement along roads. You see I've got an icon above my bar. Well, until I stop moving. Maybe after, there it is. Of a little foot, a little green up arrow. And if I move off the road, it goes away. Alright. That guy just got his horse, I do believe.
Do you sense it, stranger?
What are you hoping to accomplish? So how can I help you? I'll check it out. I will accept the
human
quest.
senses to conquer this mystery, stranger. The bond between horse and rider is safe.
Oh, we got a wolf. It's a drab wolf. It's probably just angry about being called drab. All right. It's a pretty cave. I'm going to commune, and it'll give me hero points.
What's this? After all
I look
this
like the
time,
local
are
mailman.
there still humans on this island that
The character,
revere
or
the
me, or
primal
both?
forces? If you wish to bond with
I
the
will harvest
spirit of the beast,
Azoth-infused
you must
oats.
find an offering that demonstrates your soul is truly wild.
My soul is truly wild. Both look alike, so both you're not helping, Vorp. That's a ghostly figure up there. That is a famine geist, I believe was what that was called. That's a little dark. It's a wild horse. It's a wild horse that has a saddle. Or perhaps that's a growth that happens to be saddle-shaped. There's the oats. And we run back to Jochi-Khan, sorry. Give me my pony. Pony, 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 pony. Pony.
Do you you realize what we've done, stranger?
Unlocks the ability to
This
equip and summon
changes
them out.
everything. Look
Gives
here,
me 500
spirits
writing
of my ancestors.
XP and
We have
Moonshadow.
brought the horse to
I will
Eternum.
spare you singing the
May
song
the blood of
Moonshadow.
my father write forever beneath the eternal blue sky. The bond
Maybe.
between my people. This top stay away. Good luck, my friend.
Accept the quest.
Is
This quest is to
If you
is
want
this
to
to
build
cook
high,
the oats, something like
first dig deep.
that. Open the
see
Moonshadow
you
reward from the inventory. There's Moonshadow. I have a Moonshadow. Mount up and ride to the starting line. I lied. I'm riding on a moon shadow. Moon shadow, moon shadow. There we go. I'll stop right there. Alright, left shift to dash. And I'm running a race to prove that I'm worthy. I guess this is like the Lord of the Rings online quest, the horse quest. I haven't failed this one because this one's easy. Pardon me. Another cough coming. Sorry. I yawn first and now the cough. I can shortcut it. You ride slower off the roads, but the shortcut might be worth it. And we've got a breach over there on my right, which is why everything's glowing red. They're little dynamic events. Invasions of mobs, you kill off the mobs, bigger mobs spawn, kill a big mob, close the portal, win. It took a second for that one to register. And to be frank, Warp, I do not look like my character. My character has a horseshoe mustache. I have a goatee. I only occasionally have the horseshoe mustache when I shave off the beard component of my goatee. I have 22 seconds to go 140 meters. Ten seconds. Here we go. 7, 6. Victory is mine. I have to return to Jochi Khan. I'm going to fast travel. I can't fast travel. We have to ride. Fine, we'll ride. Stupid Jochi Khan. It's just a question of style. Well, yes, obviously, and obviously I have incredibly good style. I consider that to be obvious. Liquid, good evening. I'm hopeful. This means you still have power. And aren't just using the phone. Where's the road? There's supposed to be a road north here. Why am I not finding the road? Crap. I don't know. Uh-oh. I have managed to go astray. they're chasing me. The wolves are chasing me. They think I look delicious. How's it going so far, Liquid? Alright, I am on the correct road. Weakened a bit before making landfall. You think you'd be fine? Good. Glad to hear it. Presumably it's going to rain like an SOB, but that isn't news. Seems to have dropped to a Cat 3. So Tampa's only going to be mostly flattened, not entirely flattened.
I knew you had it in you.
More writing XP, 6,000. My writing is now level 14. All I've done is get a horse and ride it there and fro. Don't horses eat grass? In the wild, yes. But a racing horse is a special breed. I will accept the quest. I must craft Mount Vittles at the campfire. Let's see. Mount Vittles. That was nice of him to give me barley, water, and milk, along with basic Mount vitamins. My cooking is now up to 7. Still going to depend on the storm surge. It'll be bad, but hopefully not end of days bad like some productions. Yeah, well, it helps that the eye went a little bit south rather than a little bit north. I need to mount up, I believe, and feed the victuals. Mount Vittles. Purina Mount Chow. There. Who's a good horsey? Oh, horsey love daddy.
Well done. Your horse looks strong and eager.
My riding is now level 20.
You've shown a rare aptitude for horsemanship. I think even my forefathers will be
registration?
impressed.
No, I do not want to register this as...
horse and rider
This is an inn, by the way, evidently. This little... I guess you have to sleep with the innkeeper. Or maybe you have to sleep outside with your horse. It has a door. I certainly hope it has bunk beds. Watching one of the chasers, and they were saying the main surge hadn't breached the dunes where they were at, but it was still increasing. I downloaded this game last night. I'm either going to play this or Latro tomorrow when things calm down. Do keep in mind that that the real new world, the renewed world or newer world, is the 15th. But playing a little to sort of get back into the hang of the game would not be a bad idea.
You've shown a rare aptitude for horsemanship.
And these races will do what? I will accept the quest.
By the tracks.
He also has the horse shop, where you can purchase various kinds of horses,
make you both stronger.
including one called Demonicus, which is not necessarily a horse you would really want. And in the store, you can see they have a wider variety of mounts. They have wolf mounts, lots of pony mounts, a couple of lion mounts, like the black lion mount. But I'm probably going to use my currently existing 20,000 coins for the Season 6, the new Season Pass. Is probably what it's going to be. I'm going to mount up. And I'm going to ride the first race. Well, the second race. I mean, theoretically, I had to finish a race to earn my mount. Moonshadow. The Cat Stevens mount. That's an old guy reference. The rally board. Rally. Recommended player level 25. Well, you've got to be 25 to get the horse. Riding level 0 to 49. This will give me basic mount vitamins and 15,300 ridey expertise. And let's start. Boom. So, Liquid, how much of New World did you play originally? If you remember. Also, if you're not aware of it, if you didn't buy the expansion, you get the expansion free on Tuesday. Where are we off to next? Ow! Something hit me. Not a fan of that. I'm bleeding for another few seconds. It's like these guys can't appreciate the fact that I'm in a race here. Played a couple weeks, don't remember how far you got. Don't know if you even left that first area. Then it's probably a good idea to play this for a little bit and get the hang of it before the launch on Tuesday of newer. I can't decide. New world, renewed world, whoops. I can't decide on which snappy name I want to go with. Which way am I supposed to go? That way. They've made a lot of improvements since launch. Evening, Felson. And this is the race complete. My rating is now up to 49. Let's see. We've got a mount strap. That's a visual. So now my mount will have that as a visual on it, I think. Although I don't see it anywhere. And then I can have my choice of these. Let's see. Oh, no. This one gives a small boost to mount landing durability. I assume that means to not get dismounted if it drops for a distance. That mount attachment is decorative and could be announced to the side. Does that take the place of the other? Ah, no, that's it. I now have a nautical wheel on my horse's butt. I'd rather have that or the cloth sack. Wow, tough decision. A small boost to mount dash. A small boost to mount dash recharge rate. A small boost to mount dash when on road. Well, I'll go with that one, I think. We're there, and that is the last Soul Warden. We have, that is investigate the ancient device. I do need to talk to them, so... Oop. That's the fishing quest. That's the fishing quest. I am in no hurry to get to the fishing quest. The fish aren't going anywhere. 4 is the one I'm headed towards. Why did you dismount me? The wheel is so you can steer him while you walk beside him. Oh, that makes sense. Wait, what? Ah, no. It's if I put a second saddle on, I can have a backseat driver. That totally makes sense. The other alternative is a bag. Gotta say, the wheel's a little more ornamental than a bag. Now, if the bag gave you additional actual storage, I'd go with the bag. If you auto run on a path, the horse follows the current path. Really? It does appear that that is the case. Thank you very much for that pointer. That's a pure winner. You smoked a bowl again. Imagine my surprise, if you can. Spoiler, I'm not actually surprised. That is an actual helpful hint from chat, guys. Let us appreciate that. Thank you. That's a solid win. That's really nice little tech that they've done there. I am impressed, actually. Oh, wait. Eek. Ah, we need to talk to the guy over here. Ow. I said ow, but actually the horse ran into something. So the horse probably is the one who said ow. All right, we need to just talk to this guy about the Covenant, which I believe are the bad guys in Halo. I'm surprised they're here, but I'm less surprised that they're here if the Covenant is a faction and I have that as my weapon. You know? I'm just saying that makes sense. Covenant and that thing.
Greetings, traveler. You have the
What do you need help with?
He refuses to flee and
I will accept that quest.
shake him to go back.
And then immediately
Speak with him
stop
and get
tracking.
him to leave before he too becomes lost. You must convince him. It's not worth
Let us
risking his soul
unpin
for
them.
a handful of material possessions.
All right, Stellar Research. Investigate towers Perseus and Lupus. The icon right there in the middle that tells you that there is a race there, or they call them rallies. I would call it a race. Pardon the yawn. That big tower there, I think, is our objective. Hey. Join everyone here. YouTube chat was lonely. Yeah, generally speaking, I don't know the exact numbers. I haven't been paying close attention. I do get chat from YouTube, for sure. And I try to do readbacks. So, you know, the people on YouTube can understand what I'm talking about, and the same goes true when I'm chatting with someone who's on YouTube for the Twitch viewers. But I don't always get it right, so... Oh, this bastard. Basically, you just hold the right mouse button and you block. So that's left and that's right. And then learning which mobs have which attacks will give you the timing. The timing can be the hard part. Once you get the timing down on a specific type of mob, a lot of times it's really easy. I've just gotten an ancient device. Oh. A couple of friends. How nice. And another one. Ooh. He woke up immediately. Playing whatever the hunter equivalent in this game is. Well, I believe you can block with a bow. It's just not as effective, and you can't get as many blocks out. At least that's my understanding. It's certainly possible that I'm not remembering correctly. Whee! Okay. And so, a not uncommon solid strategy is to have in your 2 weapon slots to have a ranged weapon and a melee weapon. Over there is the Tower Perseus. That big tower there. So I think in the new version of the game that's coming out, for a new character, you'll have to choose an archetype. And that basically is, the archetype has 2 weapons you start with, and 3 crafting skills that you start at 50. And I think one of them is Ranger. And so Ranger would start with bow. I don't remember what the second weapon would be off the top of my head. On our Discord, you could check in the New World category as I put a bunch of New World info in there. Mind you, that's not my channel Discord, for those of you who are part of my Discord for this. This is the Discord for a group of friends from Lord of the Rings Online. Guys I've been playing with for years. There are a number of posts there about the stuff that's coming. Also, they've added some new weapons since you played, and this is one of them. This is the Void Gauntlet. Grab the goodies first. Travel to Arcturus. Where the hell's that one? That's on the far side. I did not want to do that. Whoops. Ouch. Oh, I stubbed my toe. That ka-ting sound when something dies is very satisfying. They've got, regardless of the issues the game has always had, various types, various severities. There's an awful lot of stuff in the game they got right. That they did very, very well. And we have another turn-in here in town. Pony me. Slower riding speed in town. It makes sense. Not in here? Upstairs. Yes, okay, there it is. Hi, William Heron. Bird is the word.
You look a bit worse for wear. I do apologize for sending you in blind. I had no luck finding any records of either Perseus or Lupus, aside from some useless myths about celestial wolves.
Medium headwear? No. Why would I want medium headwear when what I'm wearing is definitionally
not particularly
magnificent?
I confess that at this point you have more practical experience with the towers than I do.
It even says magnificent hat of the scholar.
Author of my thesis at this rate.
So I don't think that the gleaming helm here is going to be any kind of improvement. Oh, I dropped it. I didn't want to drop it. I wanted to salvage it. Thank you. I would like to see if I'm a level where I can make those blue quality, higher quality, pants. Not that one. This one. I think I'm still carrying some materials. I can make 29 linen. My weaving is up to 55. And the magnificent pants. Every pair of pants I'm wearing is magnificent. I just feel the necessity to say that out loud. Why is it not showing up? It's an armoring pattern. It's a majestic pair of heavy or medium pants. Heavy pants, I guess. Huh. Well, my armoring is for crap. I know that. That's the cooking station. Where's the armoring station? I'm just curious as to how good or not it is. That's the smelter, wood shop. That's the forge. So it should be through there. Majestic is better than magnificent? I don't know. I mean, I have magnificent hat, pants, and boots. And this is majestic. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced. I just want to say that. Let's go ahead and smelt some more iron. And we can see what the stats look like on this. They should show up here now. Although, like I said, that's the weapons. That's the plate armor. I would expect it to be there, because it's listed as an armoring pattern. I don't even have the whole set. That's the disappointing part. So it's not showing up here. Maybe I just don't have high enough armoring, because my armoring is at 30. That ought to be enough. I mean, I don't have the materials to make this, but I have high enough stats that I could make this, so I don't understand why it's not showing up. Maybe it's not actually armoring? No, that doesn't make any sense. I am confused as to why I cannot see what the recipe is for. As my armoring is reasonably high, although I'm not entirely sure why my armoring is so high. My armoring is 30. I'm confused. Frequently confused. What did I make to get my armoring so high? Nothing. I mean, I made an iron longsword as part of the questing, the crafting quest you get initially. My weaponsmithing is 3, and that's for that armoring. I guess making the light armor must count for armoring. Another issue I had in the early days, everything was very confusing, especially the crafting. It kind of depends on the crafting. Certainly the gathering is pretty straightforward. The crafting is definitely a little more complicated, although the basics, once you see it, are pretty just clear. No. The gathering is pretty straightforward. That one shouldn't be an issue, but the crafting can be. Especially the, ins and outs of it. Was it maybe a leather outfit? And I hadn't checked the leather? No. Well, there are the Majestic Pants. They are tier 3. They are light. They're level 30. But they are there. I just didn't see them down in the 50s. They require sateen, coarse leather, and metal. But they're level 30, so I can't wear this. This is the higher tier. You start with the Magnificent, and then you get the Majestics. So this is some stuff I will... this is aspirational gear, as the saying would be. I'm going to take just a quick detour here. I got another point in Everfall. Standing gain. I always want to put 3 into standing at least. I'm going to exit to the main menu real quick. I'm going to hop onto my main character, by which is the highest level. Calling him a main when I have so many characters is kind of a stretch. And just show real quickly what some higher level gear looks like, what a house looks like. US West. Publius Wankerus is his name. It's not my fault, I promise. I got that name as a randomly generated name. Honest. I swear to goodness. Actually, I got the Roman-looking outfit. I'm not sure if that was for like the pre-order or maybe the expansion pre-order or something like that, or maybe through Twitch drops. And I wanted a Romanesque name, and all the ones I tried to get were already taken or were too long. So Silius Sodus, which is from Life of Brian. Biggest Dickus was already taken, not surprisingly. I ended up with Publius Wankerus. I need to pay the upkeep on my house. So this is my little shack. Got a nice dinner table, a little morning breakfast nook. The terrifying death banner, which everyone should have in their house, really. Got some nice paintings. Bunk beds in case I have visitors. My bed. So, not very heavily populated. Oop. We have some of my pirate swag there. Got a rapier, a cutlass, a knife. Can't make out what that other thing is. Anyway, that's just some of my pirate swag, because everyone needs pirate swag, you know. And this is my current inventory, and this is all of the stuff in my storage for this town, where I have a weight limit of 2,000. I'm at 1,992.7. Like that you sleep next to the fire, but the guest is way over there. Well, I don't want them too close to me. Also, they have bunk beds. I don't want them getting up to anything. But you can see I'm carrying a bunch of stuff here that I'm obviously not currently using. This character has a fire staff and a rapier he's currently using. Ooh, a nice level 500 epic named earring. Don't remember getting that. Or that, for that matter. But then it's been a long time since I played this character, seriously. I hit sort of a dead end in the storyline and haven't gone back to it since. And, Willy Billy, you were right. The season's welcome gift is sitting here in my inventory on this character. So it looks like that's account-wide. Seems like a lot of work. Well, I'm just mental. I keep stuff because I might want to swap to it. Realistically, I shouldn't be carrying all of this stuff around with me. Some of this may be harvesting stuff, like this item I wouldn't use any time unless I'm doing a whole bunch of harvesting stuff, because it has a chance to finding rare items. And this is the same thing for mining, with almost a 3% chance of finding rare items while mining. So those I might keep around with me and swap into them if I remember to. But realistically, I shouldn't be carrying all of this stuff with me. But I am, because I'm me. Fill in the blank there. And this is all the stuff I have in the bank for this location. And you can tell there are ridiculous amounts of it. Again, I should, realistically, if I were playing constantly, I would be selling a lot of this stuff. Anything I'm not currently going to use or personally going to use. I have a lacy shirt. Ooh, a lacy shirt. That sounds nice. Currently, I am in light armor. I have 4 pieces of light armor and 1 piece of medium, and that keeps me under the weight limit for medium. And so light armor, you do a little bit of extra damage, and your dodge is a roll. And that's really good for, I have found, for a caster type. It's good solo. If you're playing group play, you might be leaning on a heavier armor to absorb more damage when something whacks you. But for playing solo, I prefer the light armor stuff. But there's no shortage of crafting items, as you can see. Jewel crafting, smelting, leatherworking, weaving, woodworking, stone cutting, the magical stuff, dyes, furniture. I have 200 maple stain. I think I had to make that to skill up engineering, I think. That's one of the few things I don't like about the game is in a lot of ways the trade skill stuff, all the gathering stuff is straightforward. If you pick a flower, your harvesting can go up. But in crafting, you've got to make something. And to level up, you often have to make a lot of the same thing over and over and over again. And it's not my favorite mechanic, but if anyone who played WoW or anything similar to that, or Latro, certainly, you know what it was like leveling up crafting. It was making the same thing over and over and over again. You just heard what sounded like an explosion in the distance, which is usually a transformer blowing, but you still have power. Well, hopefully that continues, Liquid. And hopefully no damage is done in your area. And generally speaking, the damage overall isn't too bad. Knock on wood. Here's the weapon skills. I currently have 2 in sword and shield, 1 in flail, 6 in hatchet, 11 in rapier, 9 in void gauntlet, 13 in fire staff. So that's where I've done most of my time. But I dabbled a little bit in the others. Yeah, that kind of crafting where you're just making the same thing over and over again in Latro or here or WoW has always been boring. Yeah, here it's a lot faster than making, 100 ingots in Latro, where each one takes exactly the same amount of time. Here, it gets done basically in the same amount of time, whether you're making 1 or 100. But I think I'm going to call it here for the evening. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. As always, I am very appreciative. I'm probably going to take tomorrow off in preparation. It's going to be a busy week next week, starting on Tuesday with the launch of Newer World, Renewed World, one of those 3. And then on next Saturday, not 3 or 4 days from now, but the Saturday after that, the 19th. That is my annual Mortality Reminder Day, where I'll be celebrating another lap around the sun, and I'll be enjoying adult leisure beverages to excess. So I think I'm going to take tomorrow off just to give myself a short break before what's going to be busy. I have the weekend, and then the launch, and then annual Mortality Reminder Day. So that's going to do it for this evening. If I am, I will put up on my Discord if I'll be back tomorrow or not. Probably not. So I should be back on Friday for probably more of this, but possibly Guild Wars 2 if they just dropped some more stuff, a new box and whatnot. Not sure. We'll see. I'll do the thing that I end up doing, but I'll put it into the Discord. Again, I want to thank you guys for hanging out. As always, I appreciate it very, very much. Back in a day or more likely 2. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great rest of your Wednesday evening. Liquid, stay safe. Everyone else in Florida, good luck. Stay safe. Back in a couple. Have a great rest of your evening. Take care. And